Hello and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. My name is Tammy and I'm so happy to have you here today. What I'm doing today is something I haven't done before, and I might do this quarterly. And what I'm going to do is a chakra reading for those with a sun sign of Pisces. So what I'm going to do is I will draw 7 cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck and assess each one of your chakras, maybe give you some guidance as well in there depending on the cards pulled. And then at the end, I'm going to use this oracle deck, which is called the Enchanted Map, and I'll use that to pull 1 card, which will be a message from your guardian angel. All right, so as I said, I'd like to try to do this quarterly, but we'll just see the feedback I get. You know, if I only get 1 person watch each video, it's probably not, you know, a really good investment there. But anyway, so speaking of that, my regular subscribers and viewers, you're probably sick of me saying this, but I have to. The YouTube algorithm monster is real, all right? It is based off of number of subscribers and watch time. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you would consider doing so, I would be most grateful. Smash that subscribe button. You can turn the notifications off for my channel. That will not offend me. I get it. You do not want your phone blowing up all the time. And I'm the same way with the YouTubers that I follow. You know, I either just go to their channel to see what's going on. You know, certain ones I know drop content regularly. So, you know, that's up to you. Do what you got to do. But I get it. So in advance, let me go ahead and thank you for myself and the other YouTubers out there that you support. It really does mean a lot. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move this deck off to the side. And I'm going to place this beautiful piece of amethyst on it so it can absorb the amethyst energy. And this is an amethyst scepter. As you can see, the top has been cut and polished, and then the rest of it is how it looks in raw form. So absolutely stunning. This is another piece. This is a large chunk. I sell smaller chunks of these in my store, probably a fifth. Maybe it's a little bigger. Not quite as big as this, though. In the Your Natural Healer store. I don't currently sell these scepters. My supplier is out, so the next time he gets some in, I will be buying a bunch of them and putting them up in the store. So if you're interested in crystals, check out yournaturalhealer.com/products. Lots of crystals being added all the time. All right, so let me move this quartz out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. So as I said, this is going to be a chakra reading. This is a general reading for the sun sign of Pisces. So what that means is anybody in this entire world that's a Pisces, this is for you. The thing, though, remember that it may not resonate with everybody. And the reason why is because I cannot connect to every Pisces on the face of this earth. I cannot connect to their energy. So if it doesn't resonate, don't get frustrated. Don't say my channel's a fraud and I'm a fake and a charlatan and tarot is bogus. You know, that's not it. If you want a personal reading, you can always go to yournaturalhealer.com, go to services, and there's all kinds of readings there, okay? Another thing is if it doesn't resonate now, before the next one, so if I do this June 1st, the next one will be September 1st, check back, you know, like maybe mid-August and kind of see, and maybe it then resonates with you. As I said, this is general. This is going to be over the, you know, the course of the next 3 months for you. All right, so those of you that know me know I have a hard time shuffling this way on camera, that when I do, the cards fly everywhere, and that is a live flame. So if I bump the camera back here, I apologize. And if the shuffling is loud because it's right next to my phone, again, my apologies. All right, let's get these nice and shuffled, Pisces. Get some good cards today for you guys. And let's see what we got going on here. Let's give it a nice whack with the Reiki wand. No negative, no bad vibes. All right. I'll readjust these after I get them pulled. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to set the deck off to the side, and let's get these all on frame. I could do a wider shot, but I do have my laptop sitting over here and a notebook and stuff because I was working on a guided meditation for one of my courses. If you're not familiar with my educational website, it's called the Lotus Center. You can check that out, lotuscenter.online, and links for all this stuff is below. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so the first card we're going to talk about is going to be in relation to your root chakra. And your root chakra is located at the base of your spine. It's all about self-preservation. It's our sense of safety, our sense of survival, and it's how we seek health, how we seek prosperity, basic needs, and security, all right? So Pisces, you pulled the 7 of Cups. Excuse me, I'm gonna grab my water just in case I need a drink. All right, the 7 of Cups. All right, this is telling me that your root chakra is a bit overactive. And I don't know what is causing this, but I think that maybe, I don't think it's necessarily really progressing yet where maybe it's showing in physical form yet, that it's manifested physically, but I think that maybe you're working a lot, so maybe you're showing some workaholic tendencies, maybe a little hyperactivity. You could be even a little aggressive, maybe hoarding a little bit. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of water. High quality H2O. Excuse me. All right, so it's definitely overactive, which is causing, these personality traits to kind of show up. So you definitely need to meditate. However, I'm always going to say meditating. And for those of you that know me, I'm huge on meditating. So meditating, yoga, reiki would be phenomenal because I don't think this is like something super major, out of control, that you need to do all this like shadow work and things of that nature. But whatever is going on, it's definitely causing it to be overactive. And like I said, that's going to cause you to be a little more hyperactive because it deals with your sense of security and your basic needs. Maybe you're hoarding materialistic items or you're hoarding money, things of that nature. Maybe being a little aggressive about those things. So normally this chakra is associated with the color red, but because it's spinning really, really fast, we need to bring that vibration down because our root chakra is supposed to be slow. So I would advise you to use some quartz. Now, not clear quartz. There's a difference. A lot of people will call quartz clear quartz. This is actually clear quartz. And another name for clear quartz is Iceland spar. That's usually what it goes by. But like my crystal ball, that's quartz. My point here is quartz. My pendulum is quartz. On the end of my wand is quartz. So I would meditate with some quartz. If you don't have quartz, selenite. I actually have a selenite video. You would definitely, if you have selenite, to go and do that guided selenite meditation. I think that would be really, really helpful. I'm going to pull that down here because of the fact it is not in alignment. But, and again, because this is a general reading, and I'm not doing a specific reading, I can't really tell you what is the cause of this. I can just tell you that your root chakra is overactive right now. So you're definitely, like I said, workaholic, maybe a little bit of hypochondriac, maybe you're being a little aggressive. And as we pull some of the other cards, this might be the result of something else, or this might cause other things, because our chakras do bleed into one another. So let's go ahead and pull the sacral chakra. Let's move on. But again, use either some selenite or quartz. meditate with that, and, carry it on your person. And that's really going to help bring that energy down. Also, some grounding. Go outside in your bare feet and stand in the grass or the dirt. If you can touch a tree as well. Really ground that extra vibration, that extra energy that is in your chakra. So next is your sacral chakra, and this deals with self-gratification. It's how we connect to others through feelings, desires, sensations, and movement. And in my sacral master chakra healer course that I teach at the Lotus Center, I always say it houses our sexuality, our creativity, as well as our raw emotion. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we pulled. All right. So that's the Six of Swords in reversed. Okay. Well, I would say this one is underactive, and I do think it's tied to your root chakra. I think that you're out of touch with your emotions. So remember I said this is about raw emotions and things of that nature. And I definitely think that maybe you're feeling a little bit flat emotionally. So it's making me wonder, like maybe it is like a workaholic kind of thing. I had mentioned maybe you were being a little aggressive, but I don't think that's the case because this is it could be though, because if you're underactive, you're not really paying attention to your emotions. There's raw emotions, but I definitely feel it's underactive. You're feeling a little flat. It's not blocked. I would say it's like halfway between normal and underactive. So if you're looking at the face of a clock and normal is 12 o'clock, underactive is 6 o'clock, you're about 3 o'clock. So it's kind of in the middle. So I would definitely do some work with your solar plexus. If you're into, again, Reiki would definitely, I think, help both of these things, or yoga. If you're into yoga, that will definitely help you as well. Meditation, I'm always going to say, you're going to hear me talk about three things usually: meditation, Reiki, and crystals, because that is me. That is what I do. However, yoga is outstanding as well if you're not into one of those other modalities. I occasionally do yoga, but I don't practice yoga. So, keep that in mind. If you are a yogi, you can always do yoga to help with your chakras. All right. But let's pull some other cards. And I'm thinking that maybe you would benefit from, I do offer on this channel, that Quickie Main 7 chakra guided meditation. So you might benefit from that. Again, let's just see before we move forward. But either way, that meditation's really good. It's really quick. I think it's like 16, 17 minutes long. And it hits all 7 of your main chakras to kind of pull everything together. And I think that would definitely help you in, bringing down the root chakra and elevating the sacral chakra. All right, Pisces, let's move on to our solar plexus. And that is our third chakra. It's located in our midsection, about halfway between the belly button and the lower rib cage. And this is our self-definition. It's our personal will, our willpower, our self-confidence, our self-worth, all those things about us. So let's go ahead and see what you got. All right, and you got the 6 of Wands. All right, so even though you got this stuff going on over here, I think that, things are really good, that this chakra is balanced. I think that you're confident, your self-esteem is good, but I'm going to say, though, watch out for ego. Because if you look at this guy, he's like marching along in the parade, like he's being celebrated, and he's sitting nice and tall, like he's proud. But sometimes pride can turn into ego. So be really careful right now with your solar plexus, or in the near future, because I think that while yes, we want to be confident and we want to have, self-esteem, sometimes that confidence and high self-esteem can turn into ego. So it is balanced, but again, I did mention that seven main chakra meditation. I would definitely do that because you want to make sure you keep this balanced. Because if not, this is going to become overactive and poof, you're going to think you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. And sliced bread is pretty darn good, let me tell you. All right, Pisces, let's talk about our heart chakra, or I should say not mine, your heart chakra. And everybody's familiar with the heart chakra, and that deals with deep love. Remember, sacral is raw emotion. Heart chakra is that deep emotion, love for ourselves and others, compassion for us and others, empathy for ourselves and others, having those really solid, loving relationships. And for your heart chakra, you got the Five of Pentacles reversed. All right. Yeah, this is definitely unbalanced. I definitely think that maybe, I don't want to say that you're not empathizing with others, and I think that that's playing off of this because I said this is on the cusp of being overactive. But I think that maybe you're becoming a little intolerant of people, maybe a little cynical, a little mistrusting, and you might be lacking empathy. But I think it's because that you're riding pretty high on your solar plexus. So it's definitely unbalanced. I'm just trying to determine whether it's over or under. I am going to say it is. I'm going to say that it's underbalanced because of the fact that, I think you're missing a little bit of empathy. So, again, with your heart chakra, you want to make sure you're doing things from the heart. And pride and being proud of yourself and patting yourself again on the back is wonderful. But just don't be going, oh, I did this right, so everybody else is a dummy. Or nobody knows more than I do, y'all are stupid. Because then that plays into your relationships. And this is with people that are close to you. So, I think, like you said, you might be getting intolerant. Well, why can't you do that? It's not that difficult, and things like that. So, as I said, I think this is a little unbalanced. I'm a little underactive. So, I am going to put that down below. I think that reiki and guided meditation or meditation, if you're able to do meditation on your own without being guided, I think you would benefit greatly. And I don't know what is going on in your life to cause this. Only you're going to know that. As I said, this is a general reading, but definitely a lot going on here. So yeah, just be careful. Be very, very careful. All right, Pisces, let's move on. Let's go ahead and talk about your throat chakra, which, is really self-expression. It's our communication. It's how we communicate with others, being our authentic self, speaking our true voice. And Pisces, you got the High Priestess. Okay, I think that it's balanced. I think this could be affected by all of this. And like I said, I think a lot of it is stemming from whatever is going on in the root chakra. And I feel this is balanced, but I think, again, it's like your solar plexus, that you could tip the scales either way. But the universe is telling you that with this card, that you really need to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities the universe is giving you. Listen to your intuition. So if you're over here praising your stuff and, oh, I'm so fantastic, but that little voice inside you says, oh, I look at little Jimmy's face and he looks like really sad, like I'm saying he's stupid, then maybe you need to listen to that inner voice and go, okay, I need to tone it down a little bit. All right. So that's kind of where I think you're at with this, is that, the communication is going to go one way or the other if you don't resolve these things down here. I hope that makes sense. Because, like I said, it is our authentic self. And I don't think you're really a cocky, arrogant person. And if you're acting that way, you're not being your authentic self. And you're not going to communicate well with others. So that's why I said it's not unbalanced yet. But think of scales that are they're sitting there teetering. And they can't decide if they want to be balanced or if they want to go one way or the other. And if the wind blows a little bit, it might go this way. If the wind blows the other way, it might go that way. But it's really trying to balance. And I think that is what's going on here. So, again, I would really, really recommend, if you like my meditations, do that 7 main chakra. Maybe do it twice a week over the course of the next couple weeks, and then, once a week or whatever. If you're interested in Reiki, if you already have a practitioner, maybe go on monthly. Monthly Reiki is just great, because when things like this happen, where it's not like a major life event, or it's not some shadow work that's going on, sometimes things enter our auric field, which then plays an effect on our chakras. And it can cause us to get our chakras to go all caliwampus on us. So that was hard to say, caliwampus on us. To go kind of now I want to say hectus. Hectic on us. You know what I'm trying to say. So if Reiki is something you've never tried, try it. It will make a huge difference. And if you're unsure about distance Reiki, on my website, I do have information about Reiki. And I'll just tell you really quickly, like when I do in-person Reiki, but distance Reiki as well, this is my Reiki pendulum. And I use this pendulum on my clients, and I can do it distantly. When I do distance Reiki, there we go. I cannot speak. I think it's because I need to go eat. I haven't eaten yet. Anyway, I have a whole thing I do, how I protect myself from, negative energy. I protect myself from my client's energy, and then I have to connect with my guides. But I use the pendulum, and I have a hard time faking it. If you've ever taken, or if you ever take my Master Chakra Healer courses, I do a pendulum demonstration. So I've try to fake it to kind of demonstrate, and it is so difficult. And I know people do fake it, but I think once you really know how to use it, it's hard to fake. So anyway, like I'll put it, I'll envision, like if it's distance, I envision a person and their chakra, and I'll ask my guide to tell me, show me using the pendulum how the chakra looks. And it'll either spin one way or the other way, or it'll spin real fast, or it'll go real slow, or it won't do anything. So I can tell, the speed, the direction. Our chakras are wheels. And I had one client who their sacral chakra was like an egg. It was, wide on the bottom, and then it would kind of come, a little closer on the top and then go out again. And that was really cool. I'd never seen that before, but I was able to get it, by the end of the session where it was spinning in a nice circular way. Anyway, my point being, if I was using a pendulum on you, it would be kind of like trying to spin, and it would be doing this weird thing that it does when it kind of isn't sure, like your chakra is, it's at scale and it's kind of teetering a little bit. So again, meditate, and Reiki would be fantastic for you, Pisces. All right, let's go ahead next and talk about our third eye chakra. And the third eye chakra, now really quickly, in a tarot reading, my mentor that taught me tarot says that the high priestess amplifies the next card by like 10. All right, so just keep that in mind when we pull our next card, which is going to be for your third eye chakra. And your third eye chakra, we all know, intuition, psychic ability, but it's also our self-reflection. And it's also how we look at the world, both physically and intuitively, and to be able to see the big picture. So let's see what card is amplified. Okay, not the card I would want. And we got the 8 of Swords in reverse. All right, so blocked, super blocked. You are not using your intuition. And remember up here, I said that you got this teetering going on and you need to pay attention to your intuition. And then look what happens. This amplifies this. This is telling me it's blocked, but it is like super blocked. So you really need to, why aren't you listening to your intuition? And I think it's coming from your solar plexus, that even though I said it's balanced, this one was kind of teetering too, and I think it's maybe leaning, if we think of them scales again, it's leaning towards that being overactive and being egotistical, where you just think you know everything, and you're not using your judgment, you're not using your intuition, your emotion, you're not using your head, you're just going with whatever makes you look great. Okay, so you need to meditate on your third eye chakra. Which crystal? If you have amethyst is great. Amethyst is always a go-to for pretty much anything. I would work with some amethyst with your third eye. Thinking what else? I think because it's blocked, I would just definitely maybe utilize a little bit more amethyst. You can add some quartz to it, because quartz is going to, quartz works with all of the chakras as well, but it's also an energy amplifier. So it's going to amplify this amethyst energy. Okay. So, I would definitely, if you're into crystals, utilize some amethyst. Definitely, if you're open to Reiki, get some Reiki. Definitely, no matter what, you need to meditate. All right? All of your chakras need a little bit of TLC, Pisces. Well, we're all, at least 6 so far. So, once you resolve this, I think that's going to help you. You're going to be able to do that inner self-reflection and go, okay, yeah, maybe I am being a little cocky over here and I need to back it off a little bit. And I think that's going to help. And like I said, I don't think this is anything major or anything from deep-seated trauma. This is just some kind of negative energy that you've picked up some way, somehow, and, you've let it get the best of you. You might not have seen it. Maybe you've been slacking a little bit and you're meditating, and not doing what you need to do to be your optimal self. All right. Let's go ahead, Pisces, and look at your crown chakra. And your crown chakra deals with self-knowledge. It's our ability to know and understand ourselves. It's our wisdom and our spiritual connection. And, okay, yep. Now, what did I just say? I just said, you're not doing what you need to do, and that's why maybe some negativity is getting into your aura and things like that. The Page of Swords is saying, yes, your crown chakra is blocked. So again, utilizing both amethyst and quartz will help your crown chakra. I think that you've been slacking, and I know you cannot see all these cards, so let me move these over. There we go. Let me move this. There we go. That's a little better. So I think that, you have been slacking if you've meditated in the past. Maybe you've fallen back into the old routines of just blowing it off. Maybe, if you've done Reiki in the past, you've been like, okay, well, I don't need it. And if you utilize crystals, maybe you're not cleaning them. So therefore, like black tourmaline. Black tourmaline protects our aura. It repels all the negativity. And that needs to be cleaned often, at least minimum weekly. And it depends on the amount of negativity and drama you're around for the week. But, my point was, if you're using crystals, I don't think that A, you're cleaning them, and I don't think 2, you're charging them. I'm not about to teach crystals. I do teach a Crystals 101. It is the ultimate beginner's class. And if you don't know a lot about crystals, go to lotuscenter.online, sign up for the class. It's not an expensive class. But with crystals, they're not magic rocks. You don't just pick them up and go, okay, this crystal is going to fix my life. No, the crystal needs to be cleaned and it needs to be charged. Intention needs to be set. You've got to do the work. Yes, they are magic in a sense, but they're not magic. They're magical. I don't know how I want to say that, because I think crystals are magical. You have to utilize them right. So that's why a lot of people go, oh, that's fake, because they don't know how to use the crystals. So if you're new to crystals or you've never really read or researched them, my course would be perfect for you. All right. Okay, so that's it. You really need, as I said, you would definitely benefit doing that 7 chakra meditation. Really focusing on that root chakra, because that's like super over. That's really bad. But do the work. You're here watching me because you obviously are spiritual. And I'm not saying that you can be Catholic or whatever, Christian, Buddhist, whatever, and still believe in tarot. It's okay. Don't let people make you feel bad for what you believe in. But you got to do the work. You can't half-ass it, excuse me, for lack of a better term. If you are going to try to enlighten yourself and to raise your vibration, you have to do the work. Just saying that, oh, I'm a spiritualist and oh, I meditate, when you really don't, you got to do the work. All right, let's see what your guardian angel has to say. And I'm going to try to shuffle these without knocking all the cards. Now, your guardian angel has been with you since the day you were conceived. So they actually know you more than you know yourself. They know everything about you. All right. I'm going to pick one card. All right, Pisces, talk to me, goose. Well, I should say talk to me, fish. All right, I'm getting over here. This one right in there. Just set that there really quickly. Move these off to the side. All right, so the message that your guardian angel is sending you today, Pisces, is spark. Think about a spark. When we're in darkness, just one quick spark can show us so much light. A spark can create fire. Think of in terms of relationships, especially even, romantic relationship, a spark. You can feel the sparks between you. And your guardian angel wants you to know that you are a spark and that you have tools available to you to help you through the darkness. You just have to, how do we make a spark? Either striking a match and it sparks or using flint. You have to initiate it because you are the spark in your own life. Your spark is going to make the fire that lights your path. And I think that's really playing into this crown chakra with the fact that you're not really being open to your spiritual path, that you're not doing the work. And again, you can't have light in the darkness if you don't have some kind of a spark. And your guides, if you look, there's like heart, heart spark. Your guides want you to know that it's got to come from your heart space. Everything you do in your life, if you create that spark with love from our heart space for your highest good, it's going to provide all the light that you need in your life, in every area of your life. Mental, physical, emotional, your work, your interpersonal communications, your love life, your family, your friends, yourself. You are the spark. You can't turn to somebody else. Someone, whether, like a spiritual advisor or like somebody like me, I can give you some tools. You have to use them. You're the spark, not me, not anybody else, not your spouse, not your children, not your parents, not, your minister, your rabbi, your therapist. You're the spark. And your guardian angel wants you to know that you are so capable of having this beautiful, beautiful energy, this beautiful, beautiful life filled with love and light. But you, Pisces, you have to create that spark because you are the spark. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you got something out of it. And again, I really appreciate all your support. If you are interested in anything, if you're interested in crystals, sage products, essential oils, check out yournaturalhealer.com. Go to the products tab. If you're interested in a personal reading or reiki or a combination or a birth chart analysis, just go check out my website, yournaturalhealer.com. Go to services, that's for reiki and personal readings. Check out my website. You might be a little more surprised than you think. If you are interested in like that Crystals 101 course, I think it's $35 maybe? $35. I can't remember all the prices of my courses. I think it's like 5 or 6 hours long. It's go at your own pace. You get a pretty little certificate at the end. And you have access to it for the rest of your life. So anyway, all of those links will be below. Pisces, you are beautiful. Be a big old bright spark. Light your world on fire. Be filled with love and light and do everything from your heart and for your highest good. And you are going to be just fine. All right. So thank you so much again. Go live your best life, Pisces, but do it the natural way. Namaste.